Shh. No tears. No tears. Hey guys, how's it going? JDAM here, and today we'll be going over the 2011 by EMG, one of the sexiest pistols I've ever got to own in Airsoft. Alright guys, so here we are, we're going to look at the gun, kind of go into it a little bit, and then I'm going to show you guys gameplay I got with it just last weekend. So, right out of the fancy white box, you will receive the pistol and the magazine. Of course, they will come in a bag to protect the gun and the magazine from the weathers, and you'll also be given this online manual and diagram of parts. Now, of course, since this is a pretty cool pistol, I got it for Black Friday. This actually is online for around $195, which is kind of expensive for a pistol, but I was able to get it for $140 during the Black Friday sales event, and I was able to pick up an extra magazine too. So let's get into this gun. Now, I gotta say, my first impressions of this handgun right here was mainly three parts. The first part was the absolute look of this pistol. It is definitely something that is a eyesore on the field. It will definitely start up conversations, and it definitely stands out from the rest. Now, of course, aside of that, the weight of it. With the magazine in it, you are looking at a pretty decently sized and weight handgun. I want to say this is just right under maybe possibly 4 pounds. I could be wrong. I don't really have a scale on me, but you know, with 4 pounds in your hand, this is pretty good. Now, the third thing that struck me was just the grooves and detail they added to this piece. I mean, I know this is a salient arms slide, but just looking at it, the engravings, the serial number, it is just astonishing to look at, including the 45 ACP on top. It is by far one of the nicest pistols I have ever seen on the market. Now, let me give you a little bit more information. This is the CO2 version of this pistol right here. So I have gone around and I've had quite a few CO2 pistols. My first being the Elite Force Glock 17. And there's a couple of downsides to it. Now, of course, the body of the Glock is phenomenal. The frame of it feels good. It's a sturdy gun. The only issue that I personally had, and a lot of others have had, is the CO2 mag. Now, of course, when it comes to CO2 mags, a lot of manufacturers make mags coming with tools. They give you hex keys, or you can use like a dime or something to get to the magazine to put in the CO2. Now, of course, with the Elite Force Glock 17 CO2 variant, I stripped so many mags. And a lot of times I wasn't even trying. You know, I think I went through at least 4 mags, you know, each mag costing, you know, almost $50, especially from Amazon. It was ridiculous, and how easily they were able to be stripped. And once they're stripped, you're done. There's nothing you can do. I couldn't find any spare parts to fix mag. It is a complete nightmare. And for you spending $150 on a pistol, I think that's kind of shitty. But the Salient Arm by EMG has thought of this problem, and they decided to make one of the best CO2 features I've ever seen in Airsoft. So, in order to activate and put in a CO2 canister, there's going to be this little lever down here that you slide up, kind of like you are adding ammo to it. So once you slide it down, you remove the aluminum safety cap, and then you are introduced to the most beautiful gas system I've ever seen. This right here was a big yes in my book, because it's very hard to strip this little bill that comes out here, and the fact that it's flat, so you don't have to worry about screwing it at an angle like some of the Elite Force Glocks. You just unscrew it, And there it is. Now, of course, I do recommend you guys use a pliers to screw it down. I was screwing it with my hand, and it does get a little tight even for my fingers. So if you use like snow nose pliers or anything to really just crank it down, you'd be good to go. But I mean, seriously, guys, look how cool that is. You never have to worry about stripping your CO2 mag, and EMG has thought of that. So EMG, if you're watching this, thank you. You have saved us lots and lots of money on this product, and I absolutely love it. And then on top of that, it gives you a little metal housing to protect the seal down here. I did drop this mag a few times when I played with it Saturday on my indoor field, and it's fine. Now, of course, if you do drop it and it hits on the nose of it right here, you could chip it. I haven't done it, but I can guarantee you that if the mag drops like this or on the side, you're going to be all right. Now, that doesn't mean you should toss these mags like footballs, but definitely if you do drop it, you have a good chance that this mag will not bust on you, which is phenomenal. Now, let's talk about this. For those who are wondering, this is basically a modern version of a high kappa. Now, the one thing I like about high kappas are the performance and the magazine you know, you can add a lot of magazines to this. And I found out that apparently these mags are the same mags that go in AWA custom high kappas or standard high kappas, whatever you guys had. So magazines are relatively cheap. You're probably looking at maybe 30 at most with shipping, where Elite Force mags we're looking at $45 to $50 plus shipping. No game there. So knowing that I can have a reasonable price for a magazine, the fact that I cannot strip it unless I purposely try to, and a very compact, very cool looking handgun, this is all around the board, you know, pluses for getting one. Now, of course, the price is pretty high, selling at $195 on eBike plus shipping, so you're looking at $205, which is definitely a turnoff to some people. But if you're in the market for a very reliable pistol, something with some good internals, and on top of that, a great look that will definitely stand out from the rest, I do recommend getting this. So, looking at this, the first thing that came to mind were the grips on it. Now, these grips are, I couldn't tell the material. I think it's some sort of high quality polymer. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But the grooves on them are just phenomenal. You're also looking at grooves on the front of the grip receiver and on the back right here. And of course, like any 1911, you do have a safety on it. Of course, if you want to dismantle this gun, adjust the hop up, all you're going to do is slide the receiver back to this first indent, and then you're going to push right here, and the piece is going to pop out. Now, at first, it was pretty stiff to get out, but I took it out quite a few times to adjust the hop up. And yeah, so make sure you don't lose this piece or your gun is never really going to fire. But then you slide it off, and you will be met by the hop up. Now, of course, when I was running this pistol, I was running 0.25s. The FPS on this is running around 320 to 350. It is CO2, and that is pretty high. But you know what, I wanted to shoot a little bit heavier pellets. I have not tried 3s, 3-1s, or 3-5s, or 3-2s in that matter. But I would recommend running a heavier pellet. Definitely not 2s, or your pellets are going to fly up or down pretty quickly. I'll definitely run some 3-2s in this, or 2-8s, just to see how it performs in a later video. But yeah, other than that, that is the hop up right here. It's just that little red kajigger right here that you can just move to put the gun back. You line it up with the slides. You slide it back to the original port, and then you take the key right here, you put it in like that, and your pistol's good to go. Now, of course, for those who are wondering, there are attachments to add a tracer unit. If you guys are interested in knowing where to get this, link will be down below. I forgot the company who did it, but I know it's a US-based company. They make threads for Glocks, high kappas, I believe Smith & Wesson, normal 1911s. This is considered the 2011 due to the double stack magazine. But a lot of these pistols, which is really cool, because when I originally saw this, I wanted to put a tracer on it, but I couldn't find anybody. And it wasn't until a few months after I got my Glock, they started releasing tracers, or the threads, so you can put on a tracer if you wanted to. And I think they're maybe 15, 20 bucks for a full metal construction, which is phenomenal. I absolutely appreciate that. But yeah, guys, this is the 2011 right here. Now, when I was firing this, I noticed a couple of things. Other than adjusting the hop up to the weighted BB you are using, you know, when I played Saturday, it was around 30, 36, 38 degrees indoors, but there were busted windows. So it was a pretty cold environment. I've never had leaks. I've never had jams other than usual error or, you know, me actually already having a BB in here, not realizing it and putting in a mag. Of course, it would fire too. But other than that, it worked phenomenal. There was no leaks at all when it came to the cold. And I am looking at approximately 2 to 3 uses with a single CO2 mag, to a point where I realized if I can run 2 whole games without putting in CO2 in. Now, of course, I was running 2 mags. That made it quite interesting and easy for me, but yeah. And if you guys are also wondering, they do make hard shell holsters for this. I just ordered one in the mail. You could find it on eBike. If you guys want to know where to find a good holster for this handgun, link will be down in the description. I'm gonna help you guys out. But yeah, they're around $125 by I think it's MC, or it's a brand. I probably have it on the screen. I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, I will definitely get a review of this gun and the holster in the future. But other than that, guys, I gotta say I am pretty impressed with this pistol. Of course, the price of it, you know, you would think the more you pay, the better you'll get. Not too sure about that, but I know for this model right here, this model definitely kicks ass in the field. Now, of course, I did shot players pretty close up to me. Some of them 5 feet away, some of them 8 feet away. Hell, I even shot someone more than probably 50 feet away, and they definitely felt the punch of this pistol. That's what you're going to get with CO2. Now, another thing before I start the gameplay, these magazines are compatible with high kappa magazines. So that means that if you want to run a stick mag, they do make a stick mag. Also, if you guys want to run a drum mag, these are compatible. So picture this gun with a big bulky drum mag. That is phenomenal, and I can't wait to run one someday. Looking down at the sights right here, they're pretty nice. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. You got some nice grooves in the back, and of course you have some nice green front sight right here. On top of that, you are looking at good grooves on it, and the hammer of it is not super duper hard, but it's not flimsy either. Just nice cocking. Very, very nice pistol. It's a full aluminum construction. I could be wrong on material, but I would be shocked if they use something other than aluminum. Maybe a harder material, I'm thinking. But, you know, you're looking at the top, the lower, the trigger, everything you see other than... Nope, even the sights. Even the sights, everything you see is full metal construction. Other than, I want to say, these side panels right here. They could be made of a nice plastic material. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, but other than that, the gun weighs phenomenal. It performs phenomenal. And now I'm going to show you guys the gameplay so you guys can see it for yourselves. If you guys enjoy the gameplay, make sure you slap that like button down below. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comments. I love answering your guys' questions, especially if it's any questions on this beauty right here. My name is JDAM. I'm going to shut up and let's get right into the gameplay.
Shut up, clock in and load up.
That's... Shh. No tears. No tears. I'm sorry. I love you. Hey. Hey. Oh, you were shooting through that. I thought that was ricocheting. Good shot, man. Good shot. Huh? Trying to save you, brother. I love you. Oh fuck, I'm out. Time for a tactical reload. There we go. Thanks. I'll call it. Let's go, let's go. Did I get him? I did. Oh. Come on, let's move on. Hit. Hit.
Yeah, like 10, like hit that. I've got like 4 rounds.
Going. Fuck the flags. Oh man, right in the nuts. Woo! I'm gonna wipe that off. That hurt. Hey man, good shot, brother.
Hey, you had me screaming. That was scary. You have ammo?
Okay. Where left? Hey, I'm gonna cross.
I got him.
Hooga booga.
Wait, something is? Okay, yeah.
What's up, girl? Gotta get them thoughts.
I'll push your name, buddy. Man, red team, you're slacking.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Woo! You okay? Hi.
I should know you'd be right there.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm a little shit. Fuck, this on safety. Got him. Bang, bang. Hi. Oh! Woo! That's like a nut shot, man. You gotta go easy on my boys. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Come on, let's move up. Come on. Watch back, watch back. If you can move inside, get in one of these rooms. There we go. Oh, you got me, baby. I'll touch you well.